Do it, chat. Ready to infect some nerds? As always, remember, if you can't stay for all this league, or if you missed some of the ones earlier, be sure to check out the YouTubes later. This hand is great. What does conventional infect wisdom say? Am I supposed to lead on Noble Hierarch here, or am I supposed to lead on Glistener Elf? I feel like I'm supposed to just lead on Glistener Elf and try and kill them, right? Lead on Noble? Chat seems pretty confident I'm supposed to lead on Noble.
Jeff likes pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on pizza is great, chat. And you're entitled to think otherwise, regardless of how wrong you are. Alright, chat is pretty confident that we're supposed to play Noble Hierarch, so I'm gonna play the Noble Hierarch. I actually voted for you to play this deck tomorrow. Thanks for the bits, Nicholas. The problem is for leading on the not leading on the Glistener Elf here is I don't have a way to protect this Glistener Elf. So like even by waiting a turn and having more mana, it doesn't really do a whole lot for me, right? Let's pee out of his. That's the worst. That's the worst. All right, so they're dead next turn. They're dead next turn. God bless. God bless us, everyone. All the bits. Well, thank you. They call me Jeremy for all your bits.
Does breadsticks go in the fridge or on the counter?
What?
Do the breadsticks go in the fridge or on the counter?
Yeah, probably the fridge. I think I'm not going to attack here. The 1 point of damage probably isn't meaningful. Yeah, we're going to kill them on turn 3 here, most likely. If I have a Groundswell with a fetch land to prevent them from killing my Glistener Elf with Lightning Bolt here, which is nice. They could Blood Moon me. If they Blood Moon me, they turn off my landfall next turn, which would kind of suck. Fire Spout. Wow, that's brutal. Wow, woof. That is not what I was expecting out of the main deck. Land tier is still lethal, right? It's like Might of Old Krosa and then become immense, kill you. Nice sweeper. Good, clean, interactive game of Magic here. Just kill you on turn 3 through a sweeper. Easy clap. I mean, if I led on Glistener Elf, the same thing would have happened. The same thing would have happened. Yeah, I didn't even need to land, you're correct. So they're a Blood Moon deck. Do I want Nature's Claim against a Blood Moon deck? These Dismembers probably aren't very good. I guess killing Tireless Tracker is okay. I don't think the Dispels are worth it. A lot of their interaction is just like Lightning Bolts. I could just run back the same 62. I might just like not care. There's a lot of basics in this deck and a lot of fetches. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and run it back. It didn't guaranteed let us beat a Bolt, though, because we didn't have a land and we didn't have protection. I agree if I guaranteed had a way to beat something, I should lead on the Noble Hierarch, but because I didn't guaranteed have a way to beat something, I probably should have just led on the other thing. I think it really matters ultimately, but... The matches where you are bringing... I think Damping Sphere in this deck applies a lot like Damping Sphere in the Eldrazi Temple deck that we just played. In the matches where you want Damping Sphere, you're not boarding in Damping Sphere against Jeskai control and random Bloodbraid Elf decks. You're boarding in Damping Sphere against things like Storm and Grishelbrand and Tron, decks where it's going to have a much higher impact on their deck than on yours. Grimmy, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Oof, I'm gonna run to the restroom again really quick. I'll be right back, sorry. I might have tripped and almost died on my way to the restroom. Definitely stubbed my toe. Well, a 6th land is not what our 5-lander was looking to draw, but we'll see. Hand's a little soft to Blood Moon, obviously. We'll see what they have as a follow-up here. I probably want to prioritize fetching Nykthos. Are they Devotion and not necessarily Ponza? That's a downside of eating a big meal while I stream. Normally that's why I only snack. What's going on, Ryland? Yeah, catch us right at the tail end here. It's our last league of the day. The prison deck came and went very quickly. It was not particularly good. I'm having nightmares from Christy peeking for years. Maybe I'm supposed to fetch another basic forest there, just to, like, get fetches in my bin under a Blood Moon. Well, they've got some planeswalkers. Do they have a payoff? Okay, yep. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can deal 3 with this. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this. Chat, they can block. Chat, they can block. If they go for the full 3 here, we're going to kill them, though. Oh, they had 3 anyways. Yeah, okay. So they're going to get to block with Birds of Paradise. Yeah, we don't have a Rancor or a Distortion Strike, unfortunately. This doesn't, and each of those creatures deal damage equal to its power. Oh, huh. I should probably just double pump this, right, and kill this. I didn't realize it was an actual fight. Each of those creatures deal damage equal to its power. It's been a while. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to kill Poly K here. Yeah, the prison deck was really bad. I guess I could have saved the Noble Hierarch there. We have a Distortion Strike in our deck. In fact, there's a deck list on your screen. Take a break while you figure out how to use it. If I pump the Hierarch, though, they're not obligated to block the Inkmoth because the Inkmoth's not lethal. It's only attacking for 6. So I think it's right to pump the Inkmoth here, so that way they're obligated to block. I think making them obligated to block. Yeah, because next turn I go animate, make it a 2, become immense for lethal. Is drinking actually that loud? Is drinking water actually that loud? If it's bad, I'll mute it in the future. I didn't think drinking water was bad. What are my thoughts on Temur Scape Shift? I think it's worse than Bring to Light Scape Shift on average. I think if you want to play a non-red-green Valakut Scape Shift deck, and I don't blame you because red-green Valakut is terribly boring, I think I would play Bring to Light Scape Shift. You did. All right, sweet. Quick 1-0 start with Infect. While waiting for the second match to pop, I'd just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for hanging out here while we stream Magic today. My name is Jeff Hogan. I stream card games full-time here on Twitch. I stream a ton of Magic, Modern, Legacy, Vintage. We also play some Hex and some Hearthstone on occasion. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are a big part of why I'm able to do this full-time. You can also support my stuff by checking out some of my wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com. Love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hogan PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. And of course, myself and all the wonderful staff here in Hoaglandia would like to welcome everyone. Please talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator about your complimentary timeout. This deck, like most of the decks we play here on stream, is a donation deck list. So a perk for my subscribers is I allow them to donate to see a deck that they want to see played on stream. If you want to learn more about donation decks and how they work, check out bit.ly/HoogleSellout. If you want to see what kind of awesome decks are coming up in the queue, you can go to bit.ly/donation queue. And then I'll all the details on that kind of stuff. Someone asked why I stopped streaming Hex. I wasn't happy with a lot of decisions that Hex had made recently, but they've made a lot of good choices and been working to improve the game for the better. They've been listening to their player feedback, so they've made a lot of good improvements. So I've decided to dip my toe back in again. A big part of their issue was that their standard format had become kind of expensive monetarily to get into, but they recently released what they call their signature decks, which are similar to the Magic Challenger decks that have made the format a lot more affordable for people to break into. They also announced that they're going to be supporting their Immortal format, their non-rotating format, a little bit more. And as a connoisseur of non-rotating TCG formats, I am excited to play a little bit of their Immortal format. Their standard format's good, but I feel like even good standard formats really can't hold a candle to like decent non-rotating formats. There's so much depth in non-rotating formats and so many neat things to explore and do. This ain't keepable. It's like not super quick, but it feels keepable, right? I go like Breeding Pool into Inkmoth Spellskite. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I am playing Magic Online on a Linux computer using a software called Wine, so it renders the fonts a little bit different. Yeah, I agree that this hand isn't exciting, but I think it's in the keepable range. Yeah, I streamed a little bit of Hex's standard format on Sunday. It's on my YouTube, and we'll be playing their new Immortal events start on June 4th. So once next Monday rolls past, we'll be playing some more of that. Someone asked what my paper Magic collection is like. I own very few actual physical Magic cards. I have a small assortment of Magic cards that are framed, and I have a set of black bordered altered Birds of Paradise. And those will probably be framed at some point too, if I'm being honest. I'm probably never going to play with them again. Although if I play Jeskai Ascendancy at a tournament, maybe I'll break them back out. What cards do I have framed? Mostly memorable things. F&M promo Spellstutter Sprite, a Glissa the Trader promo. What edition? 8th edition Birds of Paradise. So for those who aren't familiar, 8th edition Birds of Paradise don't exist black bordered in English non-foil. So I have English 8th edition Birds of Paradise that I paid an Alterist to black border. Probably not, Mr. Layton or Titan. Something would have to change in their community. Like, for as popular of an IP as Pokemon is, the popularity of streaming Pokemon TCG online is very, very low. Like, it's like equivalent to or like less than like Hex and other smaller CCGs. Noble Hierarch's a pretty good draw here. Hopefully they don't have an Electrolyze. Although I guess I have Apostle's Blessing if they have an Electrolyze. No, I probably won't ever play Kiki Court at a paper event again unless something drastically changes. The deck's a lot of fun, but it's just not terribly competitive. Yes, definitely. Not close. I actually think Pokemon as a card game is very, very enjoyable. It has a lot of depth and is very interactive in my experience. I think I'm just going to burn my Apostle's Blessing here. I think having the Spellskite to save my Inkmoth from lots of lightning bolts sounds ideal. I had an Alterist paint the borders black, so that they look well done. I think on paper, Infect seems like it's a very reasonable deck. This is a good line from the opponent. They actually remanded their Path to Exile, so they're going to get to play Path again next turn. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the same Magic players who like call Pokemon like, or deny the amount of depth that Pokemon have. They're very similar to the Magic players that like write off a game like Hearthstone without having played it a lot. Like Magic players feel consistently very biased towards anything that's not Magic a lot of the time, which I can understand for a degree. Like Magic requires a sizable investment, so like people have this like mentality where they feel the need to crap on stuff that other games have done to like feel like their investment is validated in Magic. Yeah, they feel threatened by other TCGs. I think that's a good way to put it. I think they feel like if this other TCG is anywhere near as good as Magic, like their investment in Magic is less worth it. So, depending on how they sequence here, this Become Immense could be very lethal. No, I've never played any of those, Zengar, so I don't really have a educated or informed opinion on them. They need triple interaction here, basically, because they have to beat the Spellskite and they have to beat the Become Immense. I guess if they play this right, they just take the 2 from the Inkmoth here and then try and fight over it during my end step. Yeah, I don't really have enough tools to go for it here, unfortunately. Opponent played this really well. Yeah, I don't think I can just jam the Become Immense here, because I know they have a Path to Exile. The problem is that, like, they could potentially, if they have it here, like, we're going to lose the Inkmoth anyways, then I'm kind of up shit creek without a paddle anyways. Yeah, I'm a liar. I'm just going to jam. Yeah, it's a little brutal. Yeah, I think this is a make them have it position, just because like I have so little left as a follow-up, I can't really afford to play around anything. Definitely need to protect my Inkmoth here. Pretty likely they have a bolt or some other way to kill this, but it is what it is. I don't actually have any more fetchable lands in my deck after this, right? Because my last forest is in my hand. I have a Dryad Arbor. Okay. That's fair, extras. That's fair. Yeah, opponents played this game very well. Which I don't understand how that's possible. We're playing a friendly league. Everybody knows only bad players play friendly leagues. Oh, people. All right, another Inkmoth is good here. I'm gonna wait to play the Inkmoth until after combat, just in case they might want to try and kill my Dryad Arbor inside of combat. No, I think 3 forests is like 1 or 2 more than a lot of these decks play, but I kind of like it. I'm a big fan of like playing lots of basics in general. They trading the Snapcaster here? No, okay. Also, like, another thing to consider is that, like, you know, Infect's not really a super popular deck anymore, so, like, you kind of take it with a grain of salt, like, what the industry standard for Infect decks are, because, like, there's less of an industry standard on archetypes that are less popular. They have a Teferi here? Holy dicks, we can never beat that card, huh? That's a little brutal. I guess we'll take a draw to Distortion Strike here, but ugh. I mean, the problem here is that it's not even just this. Like, sure, I could dismember this, but like, how do I beat through the Thopters? How do I beat through the Celestial? I needed this dismember to kill the Celestial Colonnade. Like, there's just so many things I can't beat through right now. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead here. Let's get to the next one. So this is definitely a Dispel matchup. I think we bring in Viridian Corrupter just for threat density. This isn't a Kitchen Finks matchup, right? Kitchen Finks is just like exclusively for burn. That thing's super wrong. We're 1-0 in this league and we're down a game in the second match. I think Needle's a little bit narrow. I think I want to just try and kill them through Colonnade. I know they showed us a Pia, but honestly they probably don't have more than one Pia. I'm going to trim this. I think our best plan is just like try and kill them ASAP. I think the goal is to just run them down as quickly as possible. Is Mutagenic actually bad? I think Mutagenic's good at killing them as fast as possible. Like, I feel like the games we're going to win here, we have to steal. And, like, Mutagenic card has steal the game written all over it. Jeskai is the thinking person's burn deck. You're not wrong. Pia makes me think this is a Saheeli Cat deck. I think it leans towards Restoration Angel more than Saheeli Cat, because, like, Pia can't be copied by Saheeli, right? Oh, no, she can, right? Yeah, you're right. It's Kiki that says non-legendary. Saheeli can copy legendaries. In. Hand has 3 threats. Let's go. You make Modern enjoyable. I think there's a lot of people that produce Modern content that like can't or have, and I was one of these people once upon a time. It can be hard to shake off some of the Modern generates some really frustrating games of Magic. There are a lot of games of Magic in Modern where you basically just don't really have a lot of choices and you just die. And the fact that I'm willing to just concede and move past those games, I think makes the content a lot more enjoyable. At least for me making it does, especially. Oh, Justin. Another threat here is actually a pretty good draw. They can't electrolyze me yet, so I'm fine running out my second threat here without protection. Gonna start beating them down here ASAP. They're already at 9, right? Ooh. Ooh, that's a really good draw. I think I want to just fire up... I think I want to just fire this up and smack them for 3 here. Just like on the go wide plan, basically. I am standing up. I stream for long hours at a time. The human body is not particularly happy if it's sitting for 6, 7, 8, I did a 10-hour stream yesterday, 10 hours at a time, so I have a standing desk. I assume we're gonna get Path Tier in response or a Dispel of their own, sure. If they go untap land Electrolyze, we're just gonna like throw up. God bless, no Electrolyze. You have one at work and never use it. They're great. I really enjoy mine. Maybe firing up the Inkmoth Nexus here is too aggressive because if they have double interaction again here, they could kill the Inkmoth Nexus and then potentially untap and verdict me to take all my threats out of play. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, let's just remember when we said there were some matchups in Modern that are just bad and you just die. Well, that was certainly one of them for this archetype. Let's roll right along here and try the next one, shall we, chat? Let's roll right on to the next one. I've never had anyone try to offer enough for 60 islands. I think that's probably kind of silly. Yeah, I veto a lot of things. Is that card good against you? I forget. Unsure. Jury is out. Oh no, don't kill my thing, 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 don't kill my thing. Damn it, Bobby. I explicitly asked you not to kill my thing. You had one job, and it was not kill my thing. Have we played Bogles lately? No, I don't think so, actually. I love the result-based thinking, people. You should not cast your spell against an unknown opponent in the dark. What if my opponent's playing Storm? What if my opponent's playing Grishelbrand? What if my opponent's playing one of the 400 different linear decks that I just need to race in Modern? There are so many more decks that punish you for waiting than there are that punish you for going for it. Yeah, that's true too. They'll just play an Inquisition and take your shit away. The people in chat that are new to the stream that missed the memo, I get it. We weren't 0%. We weren't 0% against the Staticaster in that last match. We were pretty low percent with the combination of things in their hand. I don't know, probably single digits easily. Downloadable content for a 14-hour flight. Pick your favorite Netflix show. Most Netflix shows you can download and watch offline now. If you have an Android phone, probably works on iOS too, but you can definitely. Someone said Kitchen Finks was for the Jund matchup, right? Is Viridian Corrupter supposed to come in here too? Oh, they did reveal that they were on Mardu Pyromancer, didn't they? I think these are still supposed to come in, right? Is Finks still for this matchup? I guess they often don't have. They often don't have. What are the trims here? Mutagenic Growth is probably pretty bad. Did I just trim some of these? I don't think this is a Dispel matchup. don't think this is a Dispel matchup. Do I have to trim Become Immense? I don't think that's true. Actually, Dismember seems kind of mediocre in this matchup, huh? This list has 3 pieces of evasion. It's got a Distortion Strike, a Rancor, and Apostle's Blessing. Again, like, not exciting, but it's definitely a keep. You think what I submitted is correct? You did miss the Eldrazi Evolution League. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a keep. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not excited about it, but I think it's a keep. This is pretty decent. We get to go Noble Hierarch into Inkmoth Kitchen Finks. I think Cage is a little narrow. They already binned 1 souls. Wouldn't be surprised to see Vines get ditched here. Or the Finks, honestly. Doesn't really surprise me. This is going to be my last league of the day. My goal is to go till about 3 o'clock or so on Tuesdays. That, it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. They're stuck on 2 lands? They're stuck on 2 lands, huh? Alright, they have a Fatal Push to pair with this or a Lightning Bolt. We're gonna die. Or our Blighted Agent's going to die, I should say. Hey, J Mella, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Whoa, do they not have a removal spell? I should just try and kill them here, right? That's fine. I need idiots in my discard pile anyways. The second Noble Hierarch here is actually pretty decent for letting my Inkmoth push through these spirits. Yeah, if we would have drawn Vines of the Vastwood there, we'd have killed them, right? So that was a pretty bad play from the opponent that ended up not getting punished for them. Blossoming Defense also ended pretty badly for them there. Smells like Culligan's Command. Anger. Okay, yep. Really just want to draw a land, ideally like a fetch land. No reason to attack into anything here. Let's wait on another land drop. Yep. What's going on, Aaron? Howdy, howdy. Deal. So we're going to take Vines or Blessings here. Although we're kind of getting to a point where we can, like, double become immense. If we rip a land here, we're just going to become immense and smack them. Woolly Thor card. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. Welcome. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great Twitch content right now, so thanks for supporting mine this month. Don't play around stupid cards like Slaughter Pack. Just try and kill them. Yeah, or gut shot. Like, don't play around things like that. You're gonna lose more games trying to play around stupid stuff like that than you'll win. By far. They need double removal in hand to kill this. No, Slaughter Pack's pretty much gone by the wayside. The prevalence of Tasigur and Gurmag Angler is like big threats in the format. Make the non-black claws pretty bad. So if they have removal here, they probably want to burn it during the end of turn to like force through my protection. They could also potentially wait until they can double removal spell. For fuck's sake. Oh, I guess I can beat that actually, right? This kills their Pyromancer though, which is great. It's just some good deck building right there. Some good clean deck building. Sweepers in the young Pyromancer deck. All right, we're 2-1. All right, for the fourth match to pop, I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out. Welcome. If you're enjoying this stuff, be sure to hit that follow button. Check out some of the wonderful sponsors. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn some of your Magic cards and other cards or cash directly with other players. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off the top. Mack Weldon provides premium men's clothing, such as this wonderful t-shirt that I'm wearing right now. They do t-shirts, shorts, polos, underwear, all sorts of great stuff. If you could save 20% on your first order at bit.ly/HugoClothes using code Jeff Hoagland. And of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without viewers like Anaronix, Justin Nivik, and all of y'all out there. Thanks everyone for watching. There's a lot of great people you can be watching on Twitch right now. Thanks for stopping by here today. We're 2-1 with Infect, heading into our fourth match in this league. We've got this one and one more before we wrap up for the day. This hand's fine. Like, not super exciting, but fine. Would really like a Glistener Elf or a Noble Hierarch potentially. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Sometimes Titan will play it because they have access to Teleria West as a tutor package. Opponent should just run Night of Soul's Betrayal, right? What do you think of a 1-1 split with Tasigur or Gurmag Angler? I think Tasigur costing one less mana or delve overall is worth not having the other point of power. I also think you can activate Tasigur a non-zero amount of the time, so his text box is relevant in the green-black deck. It depends on the rest of your hand, Pikes. It depends on the rest of your hand, like how much more removal do you have? The green-black deck doesn't have a lot of fast ways to pile up extra cards into the discard pile, so... Probably burn. Like, both straightforward and powerful. Probably burn or Bogles. No, I'm a liar. Red-green Valakut. You could create a flow chart to play red-green Valakut. You could easily script a computer to play red-green Valakut mostly optimally. What's going on, Anoronics? Good to see you around. Welcome, welcome. I think I'm obligated. I'm obligated to wait here. Tron actually has a lot of pretty important sequencing decisions. I know, like, there's a lot of games where Tron just looks like it goes derp derp Tron and, like, kills the opponent for free, but there's actually a lot of decisions that get wrapped up into that. Yeah, I think this matchup's pretty rancid. I think there's some play to it, so we're gonna give it the old college best here, but it's definitely not good for us. I mean, like, let's be honest. Anybody who's played Tron knows that you have a non-zero amount of draws that are like, all right, I had my Tron piece, I played my big thing, you conceded to my big thing. I think the opponent played Snapcaster Mage there because our starting land drops made us look like Scapeshift. And against Scapeshift, the Jeskai player generally wants to be very aggressive because the Scapeshift deck has far more inevitability than they do. Obviously, against Infect, they don't want to be aggressive. So, here's the thing. They think we're Scapeshift. Should I concede here? Do we give ourselves a better chance of winning this match by not letting them know how to sideboard? I think we do, right? Like, I think the Snapcaster Mage means they've read putting us on Scapeshift, and I think showing them that I'm on Infect means we gain some equity in the match overall. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game, and I think they currently think we're on Scapeshift. So, like, I know I concede early a lot of the time when things seem unwinnable, but that's a game where if I was playing this match in a tournament setting, I would concede there. I think it is a valuable concession that earns us percentage points overall. And I think this matchup is harder for this deck, so we need all the percentage points we can get on average. Dispels and Corrupter in, I think. Click submit. I mean, they could put us on Scapeshift with missing our third land drop. I'm boarding in Corrupter just because I want an extra threat. Just want a 13th Infect creature against a deck that's removal heavy. Oh, I ate too many breadsticks, chat. Why did you tell me to eat the last breadstick? I think Infect's like a solid 6 to 7. If I had to rate it on a 10-point scale. It's got a powerful, proactive game plan that kills very quickly. And it also has a few reasonable interactive tools. Would stick by his breadstick decision. This deck's put up a 1 or 2 results at major tournaments in the last couple of months. It's not the tier 1 powerhouse that it once was, but it's definitely a deck that is very constructed playable. I'm gonna sit down for the rest of this match in the next one because I'm fat and tired. This is a very easy lead on Noble Hierarch hand. Tom Ross hasn't played Infect in a modern tournament in a very long time. How many bits to get the computer to play Scapeshift? It's actually against the Magic Online terms of service to have a bot play Magic Online for me. Yep, Tom Ross makes Magic cards now, or helps balance Magic cards, however you want to phrase it. Just gonna go double Infector here. Give him the business. My compliment. I got you, Eneronix. I got you. I only have one cable that's not... I have a single power strip that's plugged in that runs up onto the desk, so that power strip cord has plenty of slack to go up and down. Tom Ross now works for the play design team at Wizards of the Coast. All right, well, here's hoping we draw a 4-point pump spell. One, two, three, 7, 8, 9. It feels like a concession EE, right? Corruptor would have been a good draw, yep. 3, 7, 9. This would have been lethal. The people in chat that are like, you could hit them and then draw Inkmoth, y'all are the type of people that probably hate Modern. Because, like, I'm realistic about that game. I understand that we could draw Inkmoth, but the chances of me drawing Inkmoth plus them having no interaction is, like, slim to none. And it's just, like, not worth your time to sit there and be frustrated. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The odds of that happening are very, very low. Hopefully we can find a non. All right, so we're 100% against non-Jeskai and 0% against Jeskai at the moment. What does one draw step change? Why does it matter if we hit it on the next draw step? Like, are they gonna suddenly not have interaction in their hand? Their 6-card hand? Why? What's the argument for taking one draw step versus making them actually kill me and being miserable for 20 minutes while they do it? I mean, waiting to take draw steps is miserable too. What are Jeskai bad matchups besides Shrine? Jeskai's got very balanced matchups overall. It's why it's one of the more popular decks and consistent in the format. I can't keep this, right? Yeah, it's a 3-lander too, basically. Okie doke. So you're saying there's a chance. That's all I need. That's all I need, opponent. That's all I need is a chance. Nah, I think with the land draw there, we could still be in this game. You have a main deck Ghost Quarter. Fuck. I have a Nugan too. Ugh. Remember when everyone was making fun of our wet balls? Come here, you big beautiful wet ball, you. You big beautiful wet ball, you. Get in my deck. Get in there. God bless you. Is that Nature's Claim matchup? Viridian Corrupter's probably okay, right? I think Pithing Needle, just because it tags Planeswalkers and Oblivion Stone. Yeah, I think Wet Ball's fine in the Elves. When we played Green-Black Elves last time, I had 2 in the board. Yeah, I think I just cut all the evasion. Just bring in this interaction. I mean... Okie doke. So you're saying there's a chance. God bless you, Blighted Agent. God bless you. I tapped my things wrong. Should have left up Pendelhaven. The reason I didn't leave up Pendelhaven is because I'm an idiot. This 1 damage doesn't matter. They have another Walking Ballista too. Yep. Am I supposed to just go get Dryad Arbor? All right. I'm gonna give y'all a metaphor. Do I want to get now? That's kind of a dark metaphor. Basically, the decks you're bringing in Damping Sphere against, it is much, much better against them than it is against you. So yes, you're right. It's Damping Sphere makes it hard to double spell for us. You know what it does to the opponent though? It says they basically can't win the game. It says their game plan is slowed down by like multiple turns. It costs the opponent significantly more than it costs us to have this Damping Sphere out. Significantly more. I didn't pump the Dryad there on purpose because I wanted to save by Pendelhaven for the Blighted Agent. They have a third Walking Ballista. Yes, you do. You have a third Walking Ballista. Alright. Joke's on you. I have a third Blighted Agent. Drag Dusk resolves. That is not the pump spell I wanted for Christmas, chat. Alright, dead on board. Karn me. No, I didn't mean actually Karn me. I was joking. No, I should use the Pendel in response, because otherwise my thing just dies, McCullough. If my thing just dies, then I don't have a thing and they still have another thing. They have a Ghost Quarter and a Karn. Just... That was rough. That was rough. We actually didn't play a game 3 in the entirety of that league. Actual factual 0 game 3s. Should Pendelhaven in response to the Ballista. Okay. And then with the pump spell, we beat the Ballista next turn. That's fair. Okay. See, like, that's why being specific matters. So, I mean, I don't think this deck is that bad in general. I think the person that commented that we might need a little bit more evasion is probably reasonable. Like, this Spellskite or some of these Dismembers being, like, more Distortion Strikes is probably fine. I think you're right that I could have played a little bit better against the Tron player there by Pendelhavening in response to the second one. That definitely would have been able to save my Blighted Agent. We ran a little bit bad versus Tron, but this deck has a really, really rancid Jeskai matchup. Really rancid. Details on how donation decks work are here. So, all the information on that there. I think Distortion Strike is really good. Like, Distortion Strike is like a pump spell that also gives you evasion. So, I think I would want more Distortion Strikes. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for the day, folks. I ran late yesterday, so I wasn't able to get my writing done that I needed to get done for the week. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I think tomorrow morning we're gonna kick off with some legacy stuff. We streamed for almost 6 hours today. If you didn't catch all of it, I'm gonna hit publish on a bunch of stuff on YouTube here momentarily. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the support as always, and I'll catch all of you around later this week. If you're interested in more modern content specifically, I'll be back with more modern Thursday morning. So peace, folks, and catch all y'all around later.